Hey everyone, Zephyr here, and welcome to another Sims 2 speed build. Today we are building a custom content-free hair salon. This build is actually for a custom neighborhood that I'm working on that is going to be based off of the Canadian Maritime provinces. And this hair salon is going to be located in what I think is going to end up being the main commercial area of the neighborhood. I'm trying to go for like Lunenburg vibes on the street, if you know, you know. This hair salon has 2 floors, and I definitely struggled a bit when it came to what I was going to do with the second story. I knew aesthetically from the outside I wanted this building to have 2 stories, though it didn't really make sense for a hair salon. I debated possibly putting an apartment on top of the build, but I wasn't feeling like building a apartment, honestly. Like I was not in the mood to build residential. That's why I was building a hair salon. What I ended up doing is basically extending the hair salon to encompass the second floor as well. There ends up being like quite a few stations for Sims to do hair on the first floor, probably more than a small town needs. But then I had the idea that, okay, maybe the top floor salon is for like private, bookings, like private group bookings, like weddings or whatever. And like maybe that's more reserved for special occasions, and like the downstairs is the main business. So that's kind of the vibe we are going for today. This neighborhood is set in the mid 2000s. Like The Sims 2 came out in the mid 2000s, so I think it's kind of fun to kind of imagine, mid 2000s Maritimes, my childhood, and try to apply that to this neighborhood. So it's not like a super like modern social media aesthetic salon, okay? Like it's a cozy, like probably modern for its time period salon, but it's not like, the Instagram aesthetic salon. I wanted to talk about the current state of the life simulation genre for a little bit. Obviously, the biggest news at the moment is the fact that EA is going to be bought out by Saudi Arabia, or as far as I'm understanding, like, it hasn't been made official yet, but that possibly might be a thing. And I don't think there's anything I can say about it that hasn't been said already. But what I will say is I'm really excited for Paralives. Now more than ever, supporting a team of like 15 people from Montreal, Quebec, Canada create a life simulation game, it sounds like a fantastic idea. And I'm like genuinely hoping that I connect enough with Paralyzed where I feel like I want to create a lot of videos about it, and like I'm not gonna say like pivot my whole channel to Paralyzed, okay? Like The Sims 2 will always be like my game. It's my favorite game of all time. It's easily accessible if it gets to the point where you don't want to send certain people money for it. Yar sail the 7 seas. But I would just love to have another game on this channel that I can play that I feel confident in promoting and featuring on this channel. And I feel the need to put this disclaimer: do not sail the 7 seas when it comes to small indie devs. Like, don't do that to people. I mean, I guess I'm not your mother, but like when it comes to like The Sims, I feel like it's a gray area, and it just doesn't feel morally right to do it to like the little guy, like the little indie devs. Like, what I'm saying is you should go and pirate the big boats with lots of treasure already on it, lots of other treasure, not on the boat itself. Not the little guy just, in his little fishing boat trying to feed his family. Leave the little guy alone. Anyway, we are in the point of the video where I'm struggling to use this window. I decided to keep in my struggle because it's kind of funny, but like I was trying to place objects in the window and it wasn't happening. And it turns out it was the flowers like underneath the window kind of like messing everything up. But like I was stressed out. The window was stressed out. It was not a good time. But I think it ended up looking cute in the end. Like, I wish there was more, like, maybe hair care clutter in The Sims 2. There's really not much, if any at all. I can't think of anything, really. Except maybe a jewelry box, which I think has, like, a little comb, like, next to it. Like, it would have been cute to have an object that was, like, a busk with, like, a wig on it. That would have been cute. But obviously, we don't have that in the game, so I had to make do. I do really like how it turned out anyway. So we're just finishing up with the window now, and we're going to be moving on to the little reception area of the build. I ended up placing down a desk and the computer, but I tried my best not to make it accessible to Sims. Because one of my Sims icks is when there's a computer on the lot that's, you know, not really meant to be accessible to the public, like a receptionist computer. You don't just like walk into a hair salon, see a computer, sit down and like start, you know, playing solitaire or whatever. You don't do that. Like, it's not socially acceptable. So like, I don't want my Sims doing that. So if you go ahead and download this lot, which is linked down below on my Patreon or Tumblr, your Sims will not be able to use the computer in the hair salon. I'm sorry if your sim dreams of, you know, using a computer in a hair salon. You can go into build mode and fix that, but I felt like it wasn't necessary. Speaking of haircuts, I'm kind of due for one, and I want to go back to the same person I went to last time, and they're in my boyfriend's city, right, of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, I happen to be traveling to Nova Scotia next month for HellCon, a convention I go to every year. My plan forever was to get a haircut like right before the convention, so it's like nice and freshly cut for my Natalie from Yellow Jackets cosplay. Okay, that was the plan. My hairstylist is all booked up for the dates before the convention, and I know this is my fault. I should have looked earlier and like booked an appointment with them, but like, I am so sad. And the thing is, everyone in that salon kind of like specializes in my haircut, right? But I don't want to go to another person in the salon because I am loyal, okay? Like, it feels kind of weird to me to maybe go to somebody else when I already went to someone in that salon before. I don't know if that makes sense. It's just, it feels icky to me. Like, I don't want to see the person who did my hair last time when I'm getting my hair cut with someone else. Like, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And, like, I really liked the job they did on my hair, right? So, like, I want that person to do my hair again. I don't want to create any weird feelings either. So I'm just kind of sad that I'm not getting that haircut. Like, my hair will be fine. Like, whatever. It's a first world problem. It's just, it would have been so nice to get a haircut before the convention. But now I can't. And this dilemma was on my mind the whole time I was building this salon. I also wanted to point out that I know this build is short, but sometimes short builds are enjoyable to watch. Not every video has to be like a 40-minute mansion, but I will say that I am working on a build that's probably gonna be a longer speed build, and it's gonna be a new goth manor. And I actually posted a little sneak peek of it over on my Facebook page. I'll try to remember to link it down below. I'm trying to be more consistent on Instagram and Facebook, and specifically try to grow my Facebook page, but I'm having a hard time. Like, I don't know how to use Facebook as a platform. Like, it's scary. It's like uncharted territory to me. And I don't know how to reach these boomers. I was gonna say I don't know how to reach these kids, but like, Facebook has the older demographic, so like, I'm not sure how to reach these boomers. But anyway, we are getting towards the end of the video now. Like I mentioned previously, this build is up for download, link down below on my Patreon or Tumblr. And like I said, this build doesn't have any custom content. What you see is what you get. It should be super easy to get into your games. Or of course, you can wait until my custom neighborhood is released and you can get this build and plenty of my other builds in the neighborhood. If you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It helps push it in the algorithm and gets more eyes on me, which sounds weird. Actually, I have one more thing to yap about. My friend was talking to me about marriages or whatever, and I was talking about the fact that, like, I'm scared to death of, like, having a wedding because I don't want people to pay attention to me. And then I turn around, like, I don't want to be the center of attention, right? Like, that sounds, like, embarrassing to me. But then I turn around and then I'm like, hey everyone, please watch me play The Sims 2. I'm so special. Like, what even is that? It's my two Gemini personalities, I swear. But anyways, if you guys liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more Sims 2 content, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.